It's the hot show. I don't know how it's gonna go. It's the hot show, and I can't guess what's gonna happen next. So come on and join in. Let's do the hot show. Hello and welcome to the Hot Show. I'm joined today, of course, by some wonderful friends.
Hello.
Hello, Garbanzo. Hello, Skunky.
Hello.
Skunky, I see you're out driving again today. Where in the world are you?
I am somewhere in rural Minnesota. Not exactly sure where, but I'm in a region where people seem to be kind of obsessed with pirates. There seem to be a lot of pirate-themed shops and restaurants.
Interesting.
Great. Wonderful to hear.
Are they like Blackbeard focused or
just
Great question.
the pirate's den, the galley, pirate spot.
You know, it's interesting because rural Minnesota is notably not near any open seas.
That is in fact verifiably true. Absolutely correct.
Can you verify it for us? Since you're there?
There are no seas, oceans, or any other saltwater bodies near me. However, there are 10,000 lakes here. And I think pirates can do what they do kind of wherever. So
yeah, I'm not sure if there are as many like merchant vessels traveling small lakes in rural Minnesota.
that's true. But I do have a trailer full of paper towels and diapers, and I'm keeping an eye on my all sides here.
Yeah, good point. You are the merchant vessel.
Oh man, are you prepared?
Yeah, yeah.
You got a sword?
Not at all. No cutlass, no cannons, nothing.
We could do a GoFundMe for you. Get you some cannons.
You know what? I have always wanted a cannon, and I think that would be really cool.
Well, we have a mission now.
All right.
Where would you mount the cannon? Would you just kind of go straight on the front?
You know, I think I would probably not. My idea is I would probably just first draft mount it sideways underneath my seat so that, you know, should somebody demand I open the door, you know, I open the door and then grape shot.
Yeah, kaboom.
Right.
There you go.
You wouldn't even need to load it with anything, you know? Just
right. Yikes! Yeah,
maybe like
I think that's a pretty good first draft, to be honest.
Yeah, you know, for like a really violent solution to a problem that I have yet to actually experience. So, you know.
Hey, you don't want to be caught unawares with this particular problem.
Yeah,
that's true.
These land pirates.
That's true. As I understand, most pirates nowadays are kept at bay through the use of water cannons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
that
like barbed wire. Yeah.
I mean, you've got a lot of water around. You only got so many cannonballs.
Right, exactly. And I think, in today's setup, it's much easier should you be cruising around, the Philippines or what have you, and approached by pirates. You can retreat to the safety of the ship's cabin and remote control these water cannons and avoid,
What
more
an
direct
age,
interaction.
what an age we live in, huh?
It's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
So I got a little song I'd like to sing for you.
Yay!
Goes like this. Somebody's here, and it's Eric. Eric,
Hello.
welcome
Eric?
to the show.
Joined today by my cat. He is on my shoulder.
Oh my god. We gotta get this big.
Yeah, you can get a beautiful view of his cat ass. Let's see if I can turn.
Excellent.
So, does he often hang out up there?
Yeah, this is his favorite spot to sit.
That's so
So,
funny. Is it?
Yeah, sometimes I'll just I'm sitting down right now, but he will just stay like this. I can walk around, I can do the dishes, and he'll just hang out on my shoulders.
Amazing. Just incredible. Does he usually just do it when you are like sitting down that he comes there? Or does he kind of come up to you and demand to get up there?
Yeah, pretty often he'll come up and demand to be on my shoulder, although it's really easy access for him when I'm sitting down because then he can just jump on my lap and climb up, Although there have been some times where he's been really desperate while I'm standing up and I've been ignoring him, so he has jumped onto my shoulder from the floor a couple of times.
That's impressive.
That must be very surprising.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly switch out. I'm noticing, look at these beautiful colors in Skunky's view. It looks like you're underwater.
That's so true.
Well, I am not.
No?
I just cracked my window and checked. So, yeah.
Okay, good.
What did
I
you
was a
do?
little concerned. We were talking so much about pirates in the open sea. Maybe you had found the sea of rural Minnesota.
Nope.
Not this time. Yeah. So welcome to the show, everyone. We had a lovely poster this week by our friend here, Garbanzo.
Slay. Oh, cool. This is kind of giving hardcore album for some reason.
This is one of the ones I did really fast, to be honest.
I had a feeling, but it does have a really it gives me a distinct feeling.
It looks a little bit like barbed wire. That's where I'm getting sort of and he's done.
It's
All
the
right.
logo kind of repeated part of it and warped. And I took how Shelton was showing us those photos with the light exposures. I was kind of influenced by that on the sides. What were those called again?
Oh, light leaks.
Light leaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering about that. There's something about it that reminds me of I don't know. I mean, I know that 3 of the 4 people here, and I don't know about the 4th, have played Earthbound.
I don't know what that is.
That's okay. You are the 4th, yes. And it really reminds me of kind of the chaos when you're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Just the repeating patterns that are kind of skewed and I don't know. But it's not the feeling that it gives me. It does not give me the same feeling as Gygus, the most evil entity in the world.
It's like way less menacing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
World.
Yeah.
Who is the most evil entity in the Gygus, you said?
Yeah. I mean, at least in the world of Earthbound.
Yeah.
Ah.
In his original incarnation, he looked like Mewtwo. In his second incarnation, he just looked like a screaming face in the void.
Yeah.
Man, I remember when Mewtwo came out. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think Mewtwo might have been inspired by it. It was the 89.
I still haven't played all the way through Earthbound Zero Mother 1.
I haven't either. I feel like most of the NES games have aged really badly, and it's kind of just like a beta version of Earthbound. So I don't feel like I'm missing out on a lot by not having played the original.
Super Mario 3 from NES, I think, holds up.
That slaps. I think that there are NES games that are good. I just think most of them.
I would say, there are definitely some games, and I think platformers
I have never played
aged better than RPGs from NES because so many just like ways that, and like from the NES to the SNES, like there were such big jumps in what they did with RPGs that like there weren't like huge jumps for like platformers. There was cool stuff, but like I don't know, it just wasn't quite the same.
One of my iconic gaming moments in like a sad way, not a sad way, in a frustrating way that made me disrespect NES games, was I was trying to play Final Fantasy 1 when I was into Final Fantasy, and pretty early in the game I got into a position where like 3 of my party members were dead. The last one was poisoned. I had no money. I had no way to buy items or heal or even save for that matter. And the game was just like basically in an unbeatable state at that time. So I'm like, NES memories.
Yeah. Me, like thinking about like those old games makes me like think about like the way that, I don't know, when you bring people together, you have like, it's like you become that party, like, so I guess what I'm thinking is like, if we were like an RPG party, what would be like your like skill that you would bring to the game, like that you would bring, like, and it can be anything, like the thing that like is like your big thing that you're bringing to our party of the hot show with the 4 of us right now.
Okay.
I'm getting a good back bend right now.
Cool.
Feels good.
I guess for me, I'd be like the rogue type. Like I could find us a cool path to go on. Kind of a scout kind of situation.
Some scouting, maybe some stealth involved there.
Yeah, being a little cool, being a little mysterious.
Yeah, bringing mystery is can be an important thing in that.
Yeah. Wild card.
Well, I guess we lost one of our party, unfortunately, here.
Damn. This is my last revive at the store.
I, personally, thinking about Earthbound, I think I'm going to go with, I'm bringing some psychic powers, like the telekinetic sort of powers.
I like that angle.
Yeah.
I think I'd probably make some weird stuff that we needed.
Yeah,
Like
that's
make a ship, make something like that.
something that is needed.
Everybody needs a tinkerer. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Skunkaroony. I don't know if you were connected well for that conversation, but I'm curious what you would maybe bring to a Hot Show RPG hero party.
I don't know. Fire. I love fire.
Fire?
Fire comes to mind. Love fire. Starting
Yeah.
them,
Nice.
spreading them.
Sparky the Fox.
Great, wonderful. And we do have a somebody here. Somebody here. It's Shelton. Shelton, welcome to the show.
Howdy.
Welcome on.
What are you going to be bringing to the Hot Show RPG party? What power or thing that you can do?
This is the only thing that I had in the back of my head was like if there was some sort of like riddling, like not being like a riddler, but like if you could annoy someone to death, I feel like I would want to do that, and I would be up for the challenge of that.
That's so funny. We support it. And end quote waves.
Oh.
Quote.
And end quote. And wait, hold on. You're supposed to say it with a gasp, right? And end quote. Okay.
And end quote. That almost feels like I'm about to sneeze.
Ah, lovely.
How's it going, Andy? Quote. It's nice to see you in the chat.
Howdy.
So, there's once again, we've kind of come to this show with not really much of a plan today. But I am kind of interested in this idea for the Hot Show that we built up all of these, this whole palette of like things to do previously. And I think it'd be nice to kind of use some of these things that have been previous episodes or little songs and stuff. And I think I'm kind of up for whatever direction we as a group want to go.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes.
I
Ooh.
hit a deer, guys.
Are you what?
What?
I said I just hit a deer.
You
Wait.
hit a deer?
We would have seen
Yeah.
that.
And you didn't stop.
Well,
Almost hit a deer.
Oh.
no, I hit a deer. It is
Like, did you like nick like get a little bit
no,
of
it
it?
went completely under my left side. It is
Nice. Scary.
yeah.
Ew.
Well,
It didn't even change the camera.
This is like the exact
No.
opposite when you ran into that, or when the bear encounter on the Mac show.
There was a bear. There was another bear encounter on this.
No, that was
No.
you.
It was your
That
bear.
was you.
That was your bear encounter.
It's just like
I
honey.
thought that Skunky might have.
I
had
just
one.
was saying that this is the exact opposite of that because there's like a little bit of excitement, but
That,
with a
Wow.
lot
that's, does that happen often? I mean, you don't seem
Are you a mass murderer?
you don't seem nonchalant about it. Like you seem chalant.
wait.
Inshallah.
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't happen often, but you just can't panic.
Yeah, no, I understand. I feel like you had a good amount of reaction for driving a semi truck, kind of being, oh no, like, but there's also only so much you can do, and
Yeah,
panic
exactly.
is not one of those things.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Could we have seen it if we were paying attention?
I don't know. You want to roll the tape back or something? I don't know.
I don't think there's a way to do that.
Probably not. I mean, I don't know if it was in view.
Yeah.
there probably is a way to roll it back, but
I don't-
at this point it would take a long time to
We need to
find it.
watch.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, there was 3 of them, and I only hit 1, so that's pretty good.
Low
No,
score.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Not Uncle Buck.
Oh, get out of here.
maybe we should change the subject or something. I feel like going into bad puns about this is maybe not the direction we should go.
This is my coping mechanism.
I understand, but I think
I think you're guiding us in the right direction, Hot the Cat.
yeah. So I would say any requests for any directions we should take this? Any songs anyone would like to hear?
I'm gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich, and also I'm gonna bring my notebook in the other room so
I was cooking a sausage.
a drawing
Time to eat.
element to what we do next.
All right, okay.
When
I
Kate-
feel like maybe we're not on quite on the remembering to eat song, but in that direction. I did update our wow, what a great question. And end quote in the chat saying
Is that wrong? No.
this
That's actually illegal.
Does Skunky taxidermy any of the roadkill? I know that was a thing with birds a long time ago.
It is absolutely illegal to do that in almost every state. I learned this because I recently met a taxidermist, and they explained that Skunky. I'm not sure if you do this, but if you do it, it's illegal. To like taxidermy an animal that like technically belongs to the state, because some people do it unsafely and like different diseases can like happen because of it.
Gross.
The more you know. But Skunky, have you ever taxidermied an animal from the wild?
No, that's disgusting.
Good.
That's disgusting.
Have you
I mean-
taxidermied any domestic animals?
Like people's dogs or what?
I mean, I feel like your response to have you taxidermied any wild animals was no.
Never wild.
No,
Never
like never
The
roadkill. That's
back in the day.
disgusting.
Ooh.
No, I mean, my forays with taxidermy have kind of petered out, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
There is a comment under here that says, I was sure joking, but they did used to dabble in it back in the day. Can you please elaborate
On what?
on what dabbling you done diddly dude with
Done
tax
diddly.
birds?
Well, I
Yeah.
found a couple of dead birds, and I tried to like get them prepared and mounted. But birds are super tough. Their skin's like tissue paper, so It was very frustrating.
I'm gonna
And
Really frustrating.
try to attempt doing a drawing of you doing that. And I'm gonna see how it goes.
I'm excited.
I need a pen. All right. What do skunk's paws look like?
I don't know. That's a good question. Look that up. Oh, they're adorable. That can't be real.
Can you show me what the paws look like?
Yeah. I don't know if you could see it really. Let me get a good one.
It kind of just looks like a normal paw.
They have like little toes.
Ooh. It kind of looks like a dog.
And then they have claws. Like that. Like really long.
Right? So kind of like a badger.
Yeah, it's badger-esque.
Skunks and badgers are basically the same animal.
All right, I'm drawing what I imagine skunk to be.
Garbanzo, what are you eating? Our commenter wants to know.
A sausage.
Cool.
We were eating a sausage last week too.
I was eating popcorn last week, I think.
I like the way you say the word sausage.
With a mouthful of it.
You'll have to excuse me as the, more or less host of the show just abruptly leaving. But I was opening a carbonated beverage and it went all over the place.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, at least you remembered to hydrate.
Well, it's not exactly a hydrating beverage, I guess.
Is it a dehydrating beverage?
It's a
I don't actually know for sure if it is enough to dehydrate.
Max is in the house.
Oh, hey Max in the chat. It's good to see you.
All right, this is what my assumption of what a skunk would look like trying to taxidermy a bird.
Lovely. That's perfect.
And the bird is supposed to look horrified.
It looks happy, I gotta say.
It does look like a happy bird. Like it's getting its
Let
heart.
me- Let me make it look more terrified.
We want our birds terrified.
Does it look more scared?
It looks more offended, at least. Yes.
Yes.
All right. The goal is there. I think maybe if it was on like a frame or something.
I think also if it was coming, like with like a knife or something.
Yeah, that's what I was about to add, but I was like, what kind of utensils does it?
Kind of utensil.
Like a scalpel? Thank you, Max. It's supposed to look angry because it's being taxidermed.
Like that's
Alive?
alive? Yeah, that is a good question.
Oh. Ah! Sorry, I just almost fell.
Yeah, that knife actually does kind of do a bunch. I think just like having a box around it is one thing, but like the knife is laying on it makes it kind of seem like the bird is being held down on a table.
That's about as much as I want to draw of this. It's I would like to stop now. I'm a big fan of birds.
Me too.
Yeah.
What do skunks eat? Do skunks eat birds?
No, I think they mostly like. I don't know.
Skunks strike me as herbivores, but maybe they're not.
They eat everything. They are highly omnivorous.
Like dead birds too?
Probably not.
All right.
They might not be above it though. I don't know.
You guys are all eating and it's making me want to eat, so I want to eat now.
Yeah, weren't you gonna make a grilled cheese?
I got distracted.
We could crowdsource it.
Grilled cheese sounds good.
Well, I don't want to waste food, but I was thinking about making a grilled cheese, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I should add an avocado in there.
How about you could also add an egg and
an egg and cheese.
And some onion, maybe.
Yeah.
It's something green.
Yeah, I think
Something
the
blue.
avocado. Always avocado.
Shelton, I drew a picture of you drawing a picture.
Oh, hold on. Let's get that big. Oh wow.
Yeah.
This is like nice.
That's not a mouth. That's just like a sketchy line. So like ignore that. But yeah, I feel like it's pretty true to life, except for that. Ignore that.
Somebody should have been drawing you also.
Oh my god, that would have been so like meta, like a drawing of a drawing of a drawing.
That would have been the meta show. What would I'm gonna cook a grilled cheese now? I'm hungry.
Let's get you there. No, I did think if there aren't any like specific requests, I thought maybe.
Sorry.
Jeez Louise!
Oh, I'm sorry.
I forgive you.
I did think that we could try spinning the wheel of songs. I recently updated it to include, I think, basically every song that has been played on the Hot Show.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd be really interested to see what happens.
Have you ever done the tower on here?
No. I don't. Maybe at some point.
That's a great one.
I mean, I could play the tower.
Spinaroo! Spin that song. Wheel it up. Wheel of fortune. Wheel around down.
I think that's the winner.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
Roller
kind of are telling me two opposing things, but
Oreo.
yeah, one was said with a lot of energy. Okay, let's see. I did just add the tower to the Wheel of Songs, though. So
Oh,
There we
wow.
go.
yeah, isn't this a crazy amount of things?
That's cool.
So I did I
Dear
do have a
Lord.
little song here that we could leave it to chance.
Spin that wheel.
What?
Spin that wheel.
Okay, I'll spin the wheel.
You have a lot of words memorized in your head, Hop.
I sure do. Some of them maybe I don't have memorized as well, but
That's a special
we'll
talent.
see. Ooh, self-portrait.
Hmm.
Now, is there anyone here that we have not done the self-portrait song with?
I think Irk.
Yeah, Eric, have we done the self-portrait song with you?
I don't think so.
I don't know if I'm aware of it either.
Oh, have we not? I thought we did with you one time, but maybe not.
Maybe it'll remind me when you do it for.
Okay, let's.
Yes.
I think
All right.
I remember starting the self-portrait song with garbanzo, but not finishing.
Yeah, I think that's possible. Goes like this. What is your favorite band, movie, or kitchen appliance? Tell us your story through an old pair of pants. I want to know you through your history of cars. Or show us your trash. Show who you are. You don't have to paint it. Could use your bookshelf. I just want you to give us a self-portrait.
Wow. That was a beautiful song.
Thank you. So with the self-portrait song, I feel like we'll do it with Eric here because we know for sure you've never done it. Now the first lines of that is, what is your favorite band, movie, or kitchen appliance? So you can only choose one of these questions to answer, and give one answer.
Man, that's a tough one. I'm like looking over at my kitchen, like who in there is special to me? Well, my favorite band is the 1975, so we can go with that.
Thank you for being one of the first people to say band.
Yeah, we haven't had many people respond with bands. Often people do go for the kitchen appliance.
I feel like it's because everybody's like, oh, everyone's going to do a band. I should do a kitchen appliance and be different.
I think it's because it's often stressful to choose the band.
But it's nice that you have a band that you know, like, this is my favorite band.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Also, I like the 1975.
Yeah, they slay. I've been a big fan of theirs for many years now.
Was it a like love at first listen?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I listened to them the first time with a friend I had. She was a senior in high school, but she only basically lived by herself in this house that her like stepdad owned, but it was foreclosed. So me and all my friends would like go party at her house, and she introduced me to the 1975, and like, you know, after I kind of separated from that friend group, the band stuck with me after that time. So that was kind of, yeah, I don't know.
That's like
the soundtrack to an era, but the eras kept evolving with the soundtrack to it.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Skunky, it's nice to see your face.
It's gonna be
Do I put the avocado in the grilled cheese, or do I just put it on top when I'm done?
I would put it on top. I always like to like smash, on top. Like
Okay.
not like guacamole, but like guacamole.
All right. Thank you.
So the next line after that is tell us your story through an old pair of pants.
Okay, so I don't have these pants anymore. But I had these they were like dark gray plaid pants. Very opinionated style. One of the many iconic clothing items that I've had over the years. And so during my last semester of college, I wore these pants to class. And I, for some reason, like after class, was just like, time for a flat-footed squat on the ground, and busted out the ass of my pants. Thankfully, it was 10 p.m. and nobody else was around to witness that. But I miss those pants sometimes.
How much did it bust? Like did the whole
Oh, it was like cheek to cheek, like just the entire way.
How quickly after they busted were you able to find another pair of pants?
Well, I mean, it was at the end of class, so I did go over to my friend's house, but
was
then
there a
after that,
commute with the
what?
So how many hours from bust to pant were there? I'm just curious.
I would say no more than two, because I was like gonna hang out with my friend after class, so it was like after class at that point. I was wearing a long jacket and I was just gonna sit down on a chair while we were hanging out. So it was like a giant tear in the ass of my pants is like not a big deal at this time, because I'm just gonna keep sitting down.
Thank you.
Yeah, now you know.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You're painting a picture.
Also, there was a chat comment that says in it. So.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should put a little bit of avocado in it and a little bit on top.
That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna try it out.
Great. That was yours. Like, I have to say, we've done this question with a number of people, and you have been the most decisive with your answers of just about anyone.
Cool.
So let's see how you do with this one. The next line is, I want to know you through your history of cars, or show us your trash to show who you are.
So cars.
No one ever does trash.
No one ever does.
Well, my trash is over there. And it's
No, you
Oh,
definitely.
do you know what? Actually, I do have like a bunch of trash like right behind me. Like if we're being loose with the term trash, this is like the Facebook Market and whatever pile. Because we did some spring cleaning. Here, I'll turn on the light.
Max did trash.
Yeah, no, other people have done trash. It's true.
This is a broken like. Oh, I've got to turn off my blur here. So this keyboard does not work anymore. I stole it from school. It's like a 90s era Mac keyboard. And I used it as my main keyboard for a while, but there was a thunderstorm that fried it. So my husband is into like mechanical stuff. So I'm going to turn the light back on. So he's planning to take it apart and make sort of like a shadow box kind of situation, like have the back panel here, the circuits here, and all the keys over here. So yeah, that's my trash pile.
That's really cool trash.
I feel like the first answer was cars, though.
The first answer was cars. I can also tell you cars if you feel like hearing about my cars.
I mean, but like we didn't get to the cars before you showed the trash. I do. I guess because you were kind of jumped in with the cars. I do have a question. Have any of your cars had names?
One has had a name.
Okay.
And so this car also has a backstory. Okay. Because I didn't even necessarily like want to get a car when I got this car, but my previous car, which was a blue Toyota Corolla that I loved, got sneezed in half. Like a dude just sneezed, slammed his gas. My trunk was all the way just smushed in. I had to get a new car. And so
sneeze.
I was fine. I wasn't hurt at all. I was just like, my car is in shambles, and the dude was like, sorry, man, I sneezed and slammed the gas instead of the brake. And I was like, what? So I had to get a new car after that. And so I had a friend who had a Chevy Aveo. I saw a Chevy Aveo that was used, and it was bright yellow, which for a long time was my color. Like, people knew me for having yellow everything. And so it seemed like a natural choice to me. The car ended up being very janky and rickety, so I only had it for a couple of years. But I named it Baby Daisy because at the time, my brother and his friends were all playing Mario Kart and really hated when anyone would pick Baby Daisy. So I thought it was kind of a fun way to troll them by naming my car Baby Daisy.
That's cute.
And then also one more car name related thing is like I didn't technically name the next car that I got after the Chevy, but I did in 2020 get a license plate for it that had the name of Grimes's child on it, XAEA12, because I was like, that's a license plate number.
They had to change their name.
Oh, she changed its name?
Well, they
Does it have a normal name now?
They had to legally because
it was too
there weren't enough letters in it or something. like it was like difficult to get documentation for things. Like a passport. Like a passport.
Anything about that?
The fucking name is a password. Christ.
Yeah.
SAEE12?
Yeah.
Was somebody's name?
Yeah, Grimes named her baby with Elon Musk that.
Ah.
Yeah. And apparently she at one point like broke down what the name means. I forget what the XAE part means, but it has to do with like just being esoteric as she is wont to be. But I know the A12 is specifically a reference to a fighter jet. For what that's worth.
Great.
I remember it having something to do with space or science or something.
What was that?
It's not important. It really
Oh, okay. I feel like I've said this when you've shown this angle of your kitchen before, but I'm like just really enjoying the plantiness of this setup that you have.
Thank you. I made this recently.
Oh, cool! The disco ball.
Yeah, and when the sun sets, it like makes the whole room in disco.
That's amazing. I have a macrame thing to hold plant pots, but my ceilings are plaster, and I haven't bothered with drilling. So
I wanted to share and end quote. There's avocado in half. The other half is cheese. I'm gonna try a bite of the avocado part first.
That's a good sounding sandwich right there. That crunch.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is good.
I've
Noted. Truly noted.
I'm gonna like put the soup like kind of. Oh, that was hot. That was dumb. I don't know why I did that.
Okay. Culinary situations here. Okay.
Is it possible to make Shelton even bigger? while they're eating?
Yeah,
Okay.
crop in
Like zoom in.
on the mouth
Yeah.
part of the sandwich.
I can't zoom in, but I can make Sheldon full screen.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Honestly, wow, like the avocado in it. Yeah. I'm into it. Dip it in a sandwich.
Okay.
I don't want to interrupt the self-portrait song though.
Oh, we can talk while you're eating. So the last little bit is you don't have to paint it. You could use your bookshelf. I just want you to give us a self-portrait. So this is the part where you really get to decide if what we've done so far has given a satisfactory self-portrait of yourself, or if you have anything that you want to add or show to give a better portrait of yourself.
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't annoyingly remark about my game, but I think we've done a pretty interesting job of creating a portrait for me. I feel like these are unusual questions. So we're seeing a whole side of me that is, it's a new side of me.
I did feel like we did get a pretty decent I mean I'm sure that there are a lot of things that about you that we missed, but we did get kind of like an interesting view of a person and like a lot of different things, I would say.
Yes.
So
Also,
true.
I didn't ever know that people I always thought when people hung out at someone's house that didn't have parents around, I thought that was only ever in the movies, and you've now proven to me that that's not true.
No, yeah, it was a really interesting time. I think if you have to think about my golden years, what are the years that I look fondly upon? I think those could probably be those for me. Just the late teens, having nothing better to do than get in trouble, kind of
What was that whistle?
Yeah, where was that whistle coming from?
That was from me, or from outside. We have a neighbor. We don't really know why he does it. I think he's getting someone's attention to open the door for him. I don't know why he doesn't buzz.
Oh.
But he does a nice big. It's a very impressive whistle.
Have you ever tried whistling back?
No, I feel like I would just embarrass myself because it's such a good whistle.
I can't do the one where you put your fingers in your mouth and blow.
Right.
That's an aggressive one. When people can do that, I'm like, you did that.
Right. I think that that's probably what's going on.
Yeah. I'd like to share just a little story of joy, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Today, when I went to work, I was leaving a little late to go to the train, and I I had to move my car because of street cleaning. And because I moved my car, I ran into this lady who was with her tiny French bulldog, Boston Terrier, and I love those dogs. They just make me melt inside because they're so goddamn freaking cute. I'm aware that they can't breathe, don't do that, but they're so cute. And I checked. I was like, "Oh, do you mind if I pet your dog?" And I said hi, and the dog was having not really wanting to walk because it was so sunny and bright out and it was kind of hot. And on my way back home, when I got off the train, I was just exhausted. But when I was walking, I ran into the same lady and the dog named Carmelo. And it was just so sweet that it was like I started my day with this little dog, and then I ended my day with the little pudgy little dog.
Oh, that is cute.
It's so nice.
What a nice little story.
Yeah. The grilled cheese avocado is now on top. That looks so fancy.
Yeah, look at that plating.
That's a drizzle.
Yeah.
You know in Ratatouille when they put the sauce on top?
And you know, there's some places that I feel like would kind of use that like half bitten sort of like look would be like part of the thing that you're getting.
I have
That's
some questions. What kind of cheese and what was your method for crisping the outside? Did you use a pan or an air fryer or
Open fire.
It was just butter in a pan.
okay?
I put a little bit of garlic salt on the avocado before I put it in there.
Nice.
And then the soup was just in a jar and I threw it in.
What kind of cheese?
Oh, it's white American cheese.
Mm.
It's not my like favorite kind of cheese, but it has a certain comfort to it that like
Oh, yes, it does.
like the integral cheese, just like the way that it melts. It's there aren't other cheeses that melt just as well. I would have preferred maybe pepper jack.
Is that a sourdough bread you've got going there?
It is.
Mm.
Very
I
nice.
approve
Very nice.
that.
You know, I want to thank and end quote because I think I prefer the avocado in the sandwich now, and I wouldn't have discovered that without end quote.
There you go, and quote. I have a little song that I'd like to play, if that's all right. It goes like this. Somebody's here, and it's Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
All right.
Hey everybody.
How's it
Hey Hot,
going?
hey Skunk, hey Shelton, hey Garbanz. Hello Irk. Empty screen Irk. How's
Hello,
everyone
bud.
doing? How it going?
It's going pretty well. Having
I
a
went
nice
through
time.
a journey of self-discovery with grilled cheese with avocado for the first time.
This is a cooking
Yeah,
show.
avocado improves everything. I'm convinced.
That's exactly what the suggester said. Thank you.
Mhm.
They said always avocado.
Always avocado. Beautiful.
Always.
And I was a little nervous because it was super like it wasn't quite like done ripening yet, and then I think because of that it made for a better inside the sandwich. But now I have tomato sauce and I already ate my grilled cheese, so I have to regrettingly eat this.
I would just eat. I sometimes when I'm feeling really lazy and I have like an open jar of tomato sauce and like I want to just a quick like midnight snack, I'll just like take a tiny swig of tomato sauce.
I actually just bought a jar of salsa with that intention.
Wait, I'm so confused.
A shot or two of salsa.
I'm glad I'm not the only one in the world who does that.
Yes.
Wait,
High
so
five,
it's
Skunky.
like just a little bit of tomato sauce with what? Nothing?
With my tongue.
Just straight in your
Just a,
Wait, with your tongue or like as a drink?
no, it's a drink.
Okay.
No, I'm not like
You cut open a little square on the sandwich.
This is I can't even wait, that's the soup
just like a nice Classico jar and just like
I'm so
Yeah.
disgusted that I'm gonna go find crackers to eat with this tomato sauce. I was probably gonna do that anyway, but now you pushed me over the edge.
No, or you
happy to
can
help
get one of those like
in any way I can.
you can get one of those like bubble tea straws, the like big one.
Oh yeah.
So all the chunks can go through.
You can try it with Alfredo sauce. Maybe.
Shelton, your favorite person is here.
I will say, I've only done that with red sauce. I don't think I think a white would be my limit.
You
My cutoff there.
drop the line.
But you never know.
Hi, kitty here. Meow. Make her
nice.
meow. Oh, look at your little mittens. You cute little cat. You've got gloves on. Give us a show. Oh.
Has Otter made an appearance already?
No, Otter has not made an appearance.
Maybe we'll communicate.
Oh, he's nuzzling my hair.
You think Otter would make an appearance if this cat meowed?
I mean, Otter is
something.
next to me. He's sleeping. It's hot. It's hot here, and Otter has been really tired all day.
It's toasty.
How hot is it in Chicago?
This is spicy jalapeno.
It went above 80 today.
It was hot.
I did that here too.
Yeah, I feel like it was like 85 everywhere. It was 85 here in OKC. I saw reports of it being 85 in Minneapolis.
It was about 85 in Minnesota throughout.
Was it actually 85 everywhere that all of us were?
Yeah, I was nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I was sweating like
And
a
then it's
fucking
going to be
horse.
like 40 a couple days.
I just put my winter boots away.
In early April in Chicago?
I was feeling ballsy.
You're out of your mind.
All right. I'm in such a state of spite that I put cheese curds in a pan, and now I'm putting it in bread with butter, just so that I am not as horrified by the tomato sauce conversation.
Oh, you're so above the rest of us. You're so cultured.
It's not
Yeah,
that I'm
must-
cultured.
must
It's
be
just
nice.
that I'm horrified.
Why are you horrified?
But it wasn't true.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's more of like a texture.
Shelton's gonna eat this pinky out
Wait, are we talking tomato sauce
with
or
their
talking
fine
tomato soup?
china.
What was that, Eric?
So are we talking tomato sauce or tomato soup? Like ragu or Campbell's?
Good point. This
Sauce,
is
but above a ragu.
Yeah,
Like a
wait,
classic.
what do you have, Shelton?
tomato sauce or tomato soup.
Wait, you're having a problem eating tomato soup on its own?
Intentionally.
Yeah. It's
We were
just
talking
like,
about sauce.
it's just like there's a lack of. I'm horrified by the sauce thing, but it's just like it's like
You
a
just need a solid in the mix.
the texture issue for me is like I need there to be more. Like if I'm just gonna eat tomato soup, like I have to have crackers or something. You know.
That's so true.
I would do that with soup too.
I think I discussed this with your mom at one point, Ryan, where we were talking about you can't just have tomato soup. You have to you have to have tomato soup to dip with the grilled cheese, or you know what I mean?
You don't have to.
You don't have
Wait.
to have tomato soup to dip in the grilled cheese, but eating tomato soup without a grilled cheese feels weird. You know what I mean?
What? No.
You eat tomato soup.
I agree that they're a great pair, but I will eat. I
Yeah,
will eat
that's-
tomato soup by itself.
Yeah. I think I do prefer, if I'm going to have tomato soup, to have a crunchy element involved, like have toast or some crackers or something. But also,
Well,
you know, if there's a nice mix of like cheese or herbs or something in there, like I can totally have some straight tomato soup.
For sure. I love
can't-
a crunchy element, but if there's great tomato soup sitting in my fridge or whatever, and there's no crunchy element, I'll be like, oh well, I can't have that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's
I think-
mocking your viewpoint.
No, I think it sounded like you were saying that it was impossible to have tomato soup without a crunchy element.
Maybe I just misheard you when you just spoke, but yeah, I think it's like without a bread or a carb element to tomato soup, I am lost.
I guess I love Bloody Marys, so I guess that's essentially alcoholic tomato soup.
Kind of, yeah.
All right, I think what it rounds out to is that I'm a big fan of tomato on its own.
So good, so good.
But now let me branch out here and ask Ryan a question. Now, like, how devoted are you to the Bloody Mary? Are you like, do you like a elevated one, or are you just like, I want a pound of bloody any given, like whatever?
I think I've never ordered one where it's like a pepperoni pizza and a rotisserie chicken like sticking on top of it, because if I had to guess, those places are trying to cover up for like a bad Bloody Mary, you know,
No,
the real
those
Bloody
places
Mary,
are just
and
in
like and I don't. Yeah, fair.
The Milwaukee
but I
Public
think
Market has one that is tolerable, and I hate them. So
I love ordering them at a bar. I love making it at home. I take some. You don't need nice vodka. Just some, you know, but preferably not like Skull. But you know, like some New Amsterdam or something. Some Smirnoff. Nothing too crazy. Some Zing Zang.
Whoa!
also, if it's
Zing
not
Zang.
the Zing Zang, Ryan won't take it.
That's
approaching
not
here.
true, but
I only
Zing
drink-
Zang.
Let's say
What's up?
let's say that I took a half plastic pint of Popov vodka and mixed it with a can of tomato soup, Campbell's, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Are you drinking or are you passing?
I would drink that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd drink that.
That's
All
I
right.
also love. Has anyone else had Bloody Mary mix on planes? Just like you ask for a can of like Mrs. T's,
Oh yeah, yeah.
like on, and just drink it on its own, and just something. And it's not just me. Like you look, it's like a phenomenon. Like the acidity of the tomatoes, like with the not compressed air, the what happens to the air in the cabin,
Pressurized.
It's recycled
pressurized
parts,
air.
Ryan, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah, there's something
Recycled parts.
about that makes like the acidity of tomatoes just like really nice. Can we
Bigger.
I'm still not over like the mix saying yes to the Campbell's and Worcester sauce, but it's just like, wait, hold on. Other question. Do you like V8 juice?
You know, I haven't had it in a really long time. The last time I tried it, which is easily a decade ago, no, I did not like it. But
Okay.
I'm open to try it again. Open to new experiences.
Try it again, but get the low sodium kind.
Mm.
You're an
It
adult.
just
I gotta
tastes
watch
like
out for
you're
that shit.
eating like a brick of salt. Like
Yeah,
Yeah, I love
low
salt.
sodium.
My favorite food is soy sauce. You know that about me.
at one point, Ryan and I lived together with a friend, and there was a complaint when Ryan exited the premises that Ryan goes through soy sauce like gasoline in his car, fueling up every day. I don't know if that's exactly how it was phrased, but that's like my memory. Like, because you go through soy sauce a lot. Whoa, garbanzo! I'm inspired. I want to put on a pair of comfy pants and stretch. Is there a stretching together song?
There is kind of. Um, I do. I do want to get to before this episode is over. We did have a submission last week that we never got to for of Max. A couple weeks ago, Max submitted a very strange little edited video. Teenage Aliens, episode 1, and submitted the next 2 episodes, which are shorter than that first one. So I was thinking that we should check that out before before you know.
Oh yeah.
Before we
I have
miss
been,
out.
I have been looking forward to this all week. I'm so hyped.
Oh, great, great. Well, let's check it out.
Of course, my dear. Bud wouldn't mind a bit, I'm sure. I guess a reporter's life can be pretty hectic. You never know when a news story will break. Betty would have that. If you don't think Alice would mind.
You don't have to put the brake on so hard, Derek. That is, unless you want us to go through the windshield every time. This time, pull in there. That's Alice's house. Oh, much better. Heard it. Yes, Derek? What is it? Yes. I'm glad you came. You wouldn't like it at a hotel or any place like that. Come on. I hope Alice can dig up some swim trunks for you.
Hi there. Who's the stranger?
Derek, this is Alice.
Derek. Hey, I like that. Come on in, the water's fine.
Well, we need a pair of swim trunks. I couldn't find any at my house.
No problem at all. He can wear a pair of my father's. The folks are gone today, and so are the servants. We have the whole place to ourselves.
Where are the trunks, Alice?
Hanging up right over there.
They look a little large for you, Derek.
Or maybe you better put them on with some clothespins, too, just in case.
I guess it's safe to try them on anyway. Over there at the bathhouse. What was that?
Don't worry, I'll get it. Heck, I thought it was a 50-cent piece at least.
Why, that looks like who it is. The what? Good heavens, Derek. You've got to explain it to me. Is it about a new secret weapon? Something you and the others invented and then they turned against you? Maybe Professor Simpson at the college. He's head of the science department. He will... What is it, Derek?
Betty.
I don't care. We have to pass the house first so I can change. No.
Well, hello. What can I do for you? Could be. Say, who are you anyway? I think you better get out of here before I call the police. That's what you think, mister.
Grandpa was asleep, so I left a note so I'll know where we went. If I know Grandpa will be back before he even wakes up.
Wow. Art film.
Great.
I have a lot of questions, and I wish Max was here to answer them.
I think that it's kind of nice that he isn't, because
He is here.
Hi, Max.
Welcome to the show. Why don't you read the comments?
Well, my first question is, I remember that the alien was able to speak in episode 1. So my first thought is, what happened to that? But
I will say he was able to speak this time as well.
I will say.
Oh my goodness.
So the last episode, I was waiting the entire time for you to say that phrase. And it's something you say fairly often, and you never did. You never did.
You told us to bring up something
and
like
you finally...
controversial.
What?
I said, that's a good hot the cat polite disagreement for interlude.
I think it's just like I don't think it's I just think it's a hotism.
I love it. That was great.
Pretty silly. Pretty silly.
Did you forget what you were going to say? I think it caught you pretty off guard.
What I said was that
You're about to say it again.
Can we see it again?
I will say.
This is so
So
good.
good.
That the alien could speak this time too.
You're
Okay.
definitely right. The alien can speak this time. But I will say that
I will say.
Wow. Okay.
this time it just seemed like a sudden difference between the fact that the alien could speak and it was something that I immediately questioned. And I was like, interesting that he can just suddenly speak English and look exactly like a human. So maybe
Yeah, but that
that's
was true last time too. I feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
I had more questions
one or
about.
two, so I don't know.
I had more questions about why the girl seemed to be able to speak in the way that the guy was speaking, but only in that one episode.
yeah.
But things don't always make sense. Sometimes you have to watch to understand.
It seems like he was taking more of like a caretaking role this round in this episode than last time as well.
That's true. Last time we thought that there's going to be a little steam between the two of them,
Yeah.
and that
I like
didn't really pan out.
I like the editing with the hose.
Yeah. Talking to the woman in the pool.
Mm-hmm. She likes the alien.
The tone of that scene was so like on edge where I was like, is this gonna be a horror movie? Because like the way that like the tone of the music came in too was like and then like or like specifically the music when the in the background when the person is getting the extra bathing suit or whatever. And she also refers to others, like other aliens, which we haven't been introduced to yet, which I'm excited and scared about.
I just was focused on the swim cap.
Mm.
I don't think I wore one when I was a little kid because I got like ear infections from swimming in the pool, but I haven't worn one since. And I don't know. I guess it depends what's in the water that you're swimming in.
Right.
So can the alien swim?
We never saw it.
Might be a gremlin situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What is that like when they get wet? Or something?
Can't get them wet.
Yeah.
Can't feed them after midnight.
I am not familiar with gremlins.
It's always after midnight though. Unless it's like
Yeah.
Never like after 10 a.m. or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when would that restart?
Yeah.
Like when the sun rises?
I guess it's always after midnight, technically.
That's so true.
The hot show after midnight.
Oh man.
That's only the after show. Belief show.
Oh. We are kind of coming up towards the end of this, but we do have a nice crowd here and people in the chat hanging out and stuff. We could keep going for a little bit longer. If
want to do a quick speed draw?
If we're
Thanks, Shelton.
Olive?
I'm hungry for whatever that is.
All right, so
It's the goat poop.
All right. Well, Shelton's gone temporarily. They were all right. They're back. They're shaming us for our habits. Shelton eats an entire jar of olives as a meal.
Oh my god, I would do that. I think I have done that.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
Yeah, and I'm not shaming them, but like that's on the same
No,
level.
it's not.
That is on the same
I would
level.
say it is slightly a different level, but just
There's a texture.
But in the same, but it's not entirely different.
It's in the same family of behaviors.
There is.
Yeah.
Oh, were you not here? There was like a whole controversy because he drinks tomato sauce and Shelton thinks that's really gross, and both of us eat olives, so we don't really have any room.
It's the fact that one is a solid food and one is not.
Okay, hang on. I feel qualified to weigh in on this and settle this because I'm somebody who every now and then, like for lunch, I might just have 20 or 30 green olives eat over the sink. And sometimes for dinner, I might have a big swig of spaghetti spouts. They are definitely the same energy.
Breakfast of champions.
Let the man speak. Let the man speak.
Oh.
They absolutely belong to the same family. And that
Those do not sound
family is called restoration.
Exactly right, Max. That is so true because it's actually true.
Yeah, I got Skunky. You good?
Do we all have the same layout here? Is it like the three of us on the bottom and
You
Phil
good?
Yeah,
like
it is the same layout.
meal eaters, and then Hot and
Yeah.
Garbanzo.
Yeah, there's a
eating false
separation.
meals, so they get to stay in the top.
Wait, if you think that drinking tomato sauce, pasta sauce, plain out of the jar is disgusting, please raise your hand. Or like,
What?
not, I don't want to say disgusting because I'm not judging, but like, I am. No,
Sounds like
I
you
am. It seems it's weird because the texture is nasty, and also like it's not. I will say like maybe I like if it's like a really good vodka sauce, but I have one more question: is it like good quality pasta sauce that's like?
Oh, never.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, for me, I mean, I don't buy like ragu.
Never.
But like when you're like getting out of bed and it's like 12:45 a.m. and you're just craving like a hit of sodium, and
Right.
as much as I love soy sauce, I can't drink it straight. So just like a and there's no and I say this when there's like nothing else when I've like depleted my food.
I don't
and you just
to that point, you know what I mean? Like there's always something in there.
You always have snacks.
But like
Yeah. But like, dude, sometimes you go down groceries and like, you got to get into those. Or like, sometimes for breakfast you have to dip in and have like a handful of mayonnaise.
Yeah. And I also in the chat I'm totally I totally would drink. I side with Max. Love me some pickle juice. I've had an empty jar of pickles in my fridge for months that I don't really use for I don't really use it for drinking. It's purely for Bloody Marys. But pickle juice is great. It's got all those electrolytes.
It's
I
the ideal post-workout.
It's probiotic.
Yeah. Also, picklebacks.
Yeah, I understand that
Like
that's
eat an orange.
Thank you, Max.
Yeah,
Thank
Max
you,
also
Max.
keeps pickle juice around.
Yeah.
and also
Pickle
if you
gang.
put things in like pickled stuff, it helps preserve it, right? Have you ever had a pickled asparagus or pickled carrot?
Oh,
Cool.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Surprisingly good.
The only pickled
Pickled
vegetable I
anything.
like
surprising.
For anyone that doesn't know what a pickleback is, it's usually a shot of whiskey with a pickle juice chaser. But it is like there's something about it's all of the just something about pickle juice that completely erases the burn. That's just, it's like magic. It completely like you it is. Thank you. It's you take a shot and you have some pickle juice and it's like it never even happened.
Do you think the same would happen with olives? Because I don't know if I have any pickle juice.
Probably. Oh, are you gonna attempt an olive back?
You know what? I do have pickles.
All right, time for science.
Was that like an issue that you didn't maybe have pickles? Like, does anybody not have pickles in their fridge?
I think I don't have pickles right now.
Yeah, pickles.
Shame me. Shame me. I don't have pickles.
All right. Now I'm just curious. Olives just it's there.
I'm kind of low on money. I don't think I have pickles right now.
You work at a grocery store. Just put them down your trousers, bro.
I do not work at a grocery store.
Yeah, I think Skunky, you missed
Jameson or Knob Creek.
Jameson
or Knob Creek.
Do Jameson. Don't do.
But Jameson doesn't have the same kick to it.
I feel like
it does.
Which
come
on.
Let's sip it.
I don't use the lesser whiskey for a pickleback.
Yeah, come on. God damn it.
All right.
And I love Jameson.
Get out your fancy 200-year steeped whiskey, and then have some pickle juice after it.
All right. My real okay. Do you eat the pickle like it's like a lime?
No. It's the pickle juice.
Juice.
So. All right.
So get a shot glass out, or pour yourself the equivalent of a shot of the juice.
Just drink it out of the jar straight. It'll be fine.
Or yeah.
For aesthetic reasons, ew. It looks so gross in this. Look at how green and.
Yeah.
All right.
Wish I had some.
I haven't done one of these in a very long time, so let's see how it goes. So, which one's first?
The whiskey.
The whiskey.
All right. All right, let's do the olive juice now.
No burn though, right?
They're still there.
Are you gonna try a tomato sauce one?
Absolutely.
Oh my god!
Actually,
it's a sauce bag.
I feel like Ryan has to do that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. Well, if you're going for a soy sauce bag,
I don't have the materials, unfortunately.
Oh, you're not at your own abode. All right, I'm gonna try.
I'm not at my own abode.
They had to take the tomato sauce away from him.
I'm gonna get a fork.
Next show, I'll do.
I'm gonna get a fork, so if this is disgusting, I can just eat the olive and feel better.
Yeah. I do always have Bloody Mary materials.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, he's like a free.
Yeah, just in like a knapsack.
Like a flask.
Okay, all right.
And then after this, Sheldon, you're gonna have to do a mayonnaise back.
I will never, ever even consider the idea of doing that.
It might hydrate your skin very well, though. Like it might be like a good.
Stop. On screen, I can't have the internet seeing that. All right, olive juice.
That was great.
Oh my god, that was disgusting.
That was beautiful. Oh my god.
a little mayonnaise. Get a little ranch
I've,
dressing in there.
I've never put a pickle in my mouth faster.
And it's like a thing in well, I know, I mean it's definitely a regional thing, but my first picklebacks were in Wrigleyville, where I was going to a Cubs game with my brother and some of his friends, and it's like a thing in
It's a Midwestern.
Wrigleyville. Is it a Midwestern thing? Okay.
Somebody
Yeah.
look up.
Yeah, I mean, it's also just like a country thing for sure. You go to any like small dirt road
Mhm.
No,
roadhouse bar,
I ate the plain garlic olive.
normal.
Mhm.
The plain garlic olive afterwards still tasted good, even despite the like disgustingness of the juice alone. God, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, I
So
really like a good martini, but I have never managed to make one.
I
Yeah.
don't like martinis. I just,
I'll stir it up with the olive
I
juice.
do.
you know what it is?
Yeah, you got all those.
Yeah, it's olive
always
just
too much
because you
food.
don't like olive juice.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry. The thing that I don't like about them is that they're always in such a difficult to hold glass. And
That's
like they're so sweet that it's like I drink it too fast and then I'm like, I just paid $30 for
Sweet?
this.
I don't think sweet is the word I would use.
What kind of martini? Are you having like an
there are
apple
different
martini?
kinds of
There's
martinis.
too much booze in it. It's too much.
It's all supposed to
I
be.
think the glass, because they're so boozy, the glass, that's the glass is intentional because they're so boozy. You have to drink them.
Oh my god.
They're not meant for ideally you're sitting at a table or at a bar, so you only have to like it's not great if you're standing and you have to hold it because you're gonna spill it if you're standing and holding the glass. You know?
So you adorable little worm. You look like a caterpillar that's just like the head is just
I'm getting ready for bed. I gotta go to bed
so
soon.
cute.
Is that how you sleep?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very comfortable.
I just burped and the olive juice like, oh, it's
You
I burped and the olive juice like
burped
came
in
back.
olive juice.
It was like so gross. It was almost as bad as that was just nasty.
Okay,
Like
but
olive-
Skunky and Max Bloody Mary gang, we like oysters.
Oysters are
Fuck yeah.
great.
allergic.
I've only had oysters
So
one
good.
time. And I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But I probably liked them.
Love an oyster. And again, it's the
legit
brininess.
oyster here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Not
What
being
is the
cool.
flavor of brine?
What's your go-to topping for oysters?
Like pickle juice or like a martini. They're briny.
I like
Or
some
like
little horseradish.
salts. Like you like what I love about oysters, it's like it like tastes like the ocean, you know? You're like drinking the sea. Like I'm not a fan of grilled oysters.
I can't
they
eat
gotta
them.
be
The
raw.
thing that grosses me out is like the texture. Is it a nasty texture in your mouth?
It's definitely, if you're a texture person, then it's not for you.
All right.
You would hate, even if you weren't
Definitely.
allergic to them, you would hate them.
Yeah, they're pretty boogery.
I had calamari once, and I remember the texture being like, "This tastes like I'm eating rubber, but it's tasty."
Dude, I love calamari.
I guess I'm allergic to that too, but
yeah, seafood generally here is like, I wish it was ocean fresh. You know what I mean? Inland seafood is not it.
Yeah.
Oklahoma
Landlocked state, not ideal.
You're telling me that Oklahoma is not like.
When I went to Seattle a long time ago, there was some like rando little bagel stand, and they had like the best cream cheese and lox bagel. It was literally just salmon on a bagel, nothing else, and it was incredible. Here, if you get salmon and lox bagel anywhere, they have to load up.
Like, where'd you get that?
Incredible. What?
If you're getting lox in Oklahoma, you're like, Where'd you get that?
Exactly. That's why they have to put so much other shit on it to mask the not legit salmon flavor.
God,
There's a
I
bit in
love a good lox bagel.
Oh,
So
it's
good.
like not. Oh, so what kind of bagel?
I love bagel.
Everything, always.
Everything would go.
Anything but everything. Well, I could do onion too, but like, there's onion in the everything. If they don't have everything, I'm upset.
I only do a plain bagel, or like I enjoy a plain bagel more than most of
Nice.
the others.
Yes.
Like an egg bagel
I
or what?
think
It's like classic.
I think
If
when
it's a
you're
good
eating a lox
bagel.
sandwich, as I love everything bagels, but when you're eating a lox sandwich, I think plain or something not too crazy. Especially when it's a good bagel.
Yeah.
Plain is all you need.
I think so. I think I'm just used to like the Thomas. If I'm making one at home, it's like a Thomas bagel, you know.
Yeah.
And I am just like, I need the everything. But I'm also like, I can handle like a lot going on, so I'm okay with the everything and lox. But I also like a lox like on tartine, like a sourdough tartine. That's amazing. And
Whenever I eat an everything bagel, yeah, I would. I mean, that's basically like
you just roll up smoked salmon. It's so good.
Yeah. What's the beef equivalent? I can't remember what it's called. Not tartare, carpaccio.
Oh
yeah. Isn't that? I mean, that's essentially like the equivalent with beef, right?
I actually had some of that today.
Carpaccio?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you been to Brooklyn Bagel, Garbanz? Since you're in, I think they have it in New Jersey too.
We have a place called Old School Bagel here, and they do the best bagels.
Every time I go to a new city, I just want like the good bagel place to go to.
Yeah. To me, like a good, like classic breakfast to have is plain bagel with cream cheese with just a basic coffee. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's this place in Milwaukee called Alley Bagels, and like
Alley Boys.
Yes, it's so good.
Blows.
What? You say it blows?
Weak. Dude, that's like third or fourth tier bagels in Milwaukee. You gotta get Ruby's bagels.
All right.
Alley Boys is wow. That just blows. Overrated. No substance.
Well,
dude,
Shake throw.
Alley Boys. Dude, Alley Boys is just like a bunch of fucking beautiful people crowded around in there where you don't get served for like an hour.
I literally order it ahead of time, and then it's still done 15 minutes later because it's just so packed. Yeah. But the egg and cheese on that bagel, like it's I go plain bagel on that because it's just so.
Go to movies and learn what a bagel is, my dear.
All right, well, take me out to a nice bagel place in Milwaukee.
I will take you out to all nice places.
Oh my god! Imagine just eating bagel after bagel after bagel. I would be so.
I love to imagine that.
Wait, Sheldon, would you rather eat 12 bagels in a row or drink some tomato sauce? 12 is a lot.
12's not a lot.
Is it in a row or is it like you go to one bagel place, you try both bagels at one place, and then you go to the next? No, if it's like immediately right in a row, I might have to eat the tomato sauce.
And it would be a jar.
Like a long time limit? Like, what if you could stretch out all those bagels across like a full day?
Oh, absolutely. I would
Yeah,
take the bagels
comforting.
100%, even if it was just like an hour between, or maybe even like 40 minutes between.
There's the bike race that's very similar to what you're describing, called the Tour de Donut. It's a century, so it's a 100-mile bike ride, and I think in between like every 10 or 50 miles, there is a like scheduled pit stop to get a donut.
That's too much for me. I feel like that, like
You don't have to have the donut, but it's an option.
I'm intrigued.
It's a very leisurely ride for a century.
I'm good on like one donut for like 3 weeks. Like if I just have one, I'm like, that was a lot for me. Like, not just sweets in general. It's just specifically donuts. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Every kind of donut?
Not a donut guy.
You said if it's free?
No, every kind of donut. Because there's lots of different kinds. I mean, Krispy Kreme, that's a lot of sugar and stuff, but like, I don't know.
Do you know that Shaq owns an obscene amount of Krispy Kremes?
No.
I think he owns like 4, and one of them burned down.
How's 4 obscene?
They were all in the same area.
So
there's
people like donuts, they're delicious.
There's one Krispy Kreme in the entire greater Oklahoma City area. And it's a really big thing.
I'm gonna look up how many he owns because I feel like I said 4 and I'm probably wrong. How many?
Yeah.
There's one on Dunkin' though.
Man knows how to diversify.
He said he missed the boat on Starbucks. He had a great opportunity to invest in it. And he said, black people don't drink coffee. And he massively regretted that decision.
Yeah, he talked about that once, and he was like, "Yeah, I fucked up on that one." Okay.
Why are you so aware of Shaq's financial dealings?
Sheldon knows a obscene amount about Shaq.
What was the one
Apparently, it's only one in Atlanta, but maybe I might be. Maybe I'm thinking of a different chain.
He actually.
Hey, do you have any books written by Shaq?
I have 3. Do you guys want me to go get them?
That's more than Shaq has of Krispy Kremes.
That's an obscene number of Shaq.
That's an obscene number of books.
So
we've lowered the bar on what's obscene.
About Shaquille's Krispy Kreme ownership is that he doesn't own enough of them. It's obscene that he only has 1. He should have.
I could have sworn that there were more. This is a children's book about Shaquille O'Neal. About Little Shaq.
Wait, is that by him? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like.
Cute.
And then.
Where'd you get that?
My friend Ryan gave it to me as a birthday gift.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like a nice guy.
That was nice of him.
It was really nice of him, and it's a cute little gift. Yeah, and then this is a biography about his life, which I'm almost done with. Would you guys like to hear?
Interesting title.
To Shaq Uncut. There's like.
Can I verify?
You're surprised how I'm sure what year it was published.
Max wants to know if you're obsessed with Shaq.
Absolutely, I am.
Do you know he is circumcised?
Having a Shaq lights.
Wait, he said that on a podcast once. He's circumcised.
So it's not Shaq. He's actually lying.
That's a misleading title.
Yeah. Adam Sandler has a really cool story about playing basketball with Shaq, because Adam Sandler's a very serious basketball player for like.
Yeah, apparently he's like of the celebrities who balls the best.
He's really good. So he had an opportunity to play with Shaq there. I think he was playing 1-on-1. Anyway, like Shaq, they finished up. Of course, like Sandler got beat, but respect effectively beat. If you're gonna play against Shaq, like you're gonna get beat, right?
Yeah.
And so Shaq goes to
Not Aaron
shower
Carter.
up and get out of here.
Yo, you know the story
And,
behind that?
So
I'm gonna let Skunky.
Don't.
Chandler goes to shower behind Shaq, and he's like, I want to see Shaq's penis. And anyway, you'll have to hear Adam Sandler recount it because it's a great anecdote. It's a solid joke.
It was on Conan, right?
And it's yeah.
With the
Yeah,
like his
that's why I know
podcast
the
or the
story.
show?
On the show.
Oh, I've actually
It's on
haven't-
YouTube.
Yeah, I'll look that up.
Yeah, look at
The story behind the Aaron Carter When I Beat Shaq is that Shaq had a recording studio at his house, and his brother.
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Yeah, he was recording with Aaron Carter's older brother because he was in the Backstreet Boys.
Nick.
Yeah, I think he's going through some sort of cancellation process. But
process.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, first they're
No, I
taking
don't.
all his credit card.
We're not going down that rabbit hole. Okay, so Aaron Carter, like they were playing horse in the backyard, like between times when they were recording, and Aaron at I think 11 beat Shaq, and he was so excited about it that they went and recorded that like almost immediately afterwards. When I beat Shaq.
Yeah, I think it was a weird because like Aaron Carter was shooting horse,
died.
Shaq was
He is
shooting
not
horse.
among the living anymore.
Talking at the same time. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to talk over you, Skunky. You go.
I wasn't trying to talk over you.
Someone go.
Well, I
He
was just
did.
reading Oakland's message. Yeah, he said Aaron Carter died, so that's how he got canceled. Is his membership of
He got permanently
Aaron
canceled.
Carter and Nick Carter are two different people, Max. Aaron Carter was in the Backstreet Boys. Or sorry,
No,
sorry,
Nick Carter is in the Backstreet
Carter was in
Boys.
the Backstreet Boys, and Aaron Carter was his younger brother who was famous when we were children, and was famous for "I Want Candy" and "When I Beat Shaq." Great music video.
And Aaron's Party.
And Aaron's Party, which
I would say most famously Aaron's Party.
Yeah.
But I believe Bo Diddley was famous for "I Want Candy."
I guess I thought I Want Candy was like way older.
Hold on, wait,
Yeah, it's a cover.
Wait,
been
Bo
covered
Diddley,
many
Aaron Carter
times.
was posted.
Your mic is making me want to throw something.
Throw something.
Throw the olives.
It wasn't as exciting.
That didn't seem like you got anything out of that.
I
though.
really
Really feel it. Let it out.
There was no rage in that.
Put some stank on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
that's
we
what I'm
go.
talking about.
I would, out of a scale of nothing to rage, I would put that at an anger. Anger out of 10.
It felt nice to throw the bag.
Yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up in a minute. Also,
Yeah, I gotta go to sleep.
Good night,
Peace
and
out.
And then, quote, it's lovely having you in the chat. And thank
Always a
you
pleasure.
for converting me to in the grilled cheese avocado. I appreciate the recommendation, and I will be using that moving forward. Garbanzo, are you okay?
What?
Okay. So,
It's just setting an alarm clock. I gotta wake up early.
your face was like droopy and like
I'm upside down.
Yeah.
This is the the opium taking over. It's like Sherlock Holmes.
Sad.
Get up so early. It sucks. I hate it.
You barf. Do you want to know what time I woke up today? 10.
What do you do?
I develop a game, and I'm a house husband.
That sounds nice.
That's my
Yeah,
to-do
that
list.
sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
How do I get to be a house husband?
Have a husband who earns more than you do, even though you spent 8 years at college.
Fellas, Putting it out there,
Oh shit!
ladies. If you make a lot of money and you're relatively okay to get along with, shoot us a chat.
I'm sure
exactly
I could
right.
find a hammock that fits 2 people if there's a wealthy individual who wants to take care of me for it.
On that note,
Reach out.
also, if
Yeah,
you
for inquiries.
are in
For
Chicago,
for any of the not house husbands out there,
there's a show for Hot Cat, 27th in person.
April 27th. I'm
April
gonna be playing songs.
Yeah.
Are you
At
gonna
all?
record it?
I don't know. I'm probably not going to focus on that part.
Good night,
You're
Matt.
still a red
It was the hot show. Thank y'all for coming down. Show. Thank y'all for sticking around. Hope you had some fun, but now the show is done. So go on, get ahead. It was real weird, Shaq, just looking at me like that.